Right. I'm just going to wait for everyone to join us again. I think we've got 0 people on here right now because everyone's in the meeting room, see, so I'm waiting for them to hop over. Yeah, so that thing with it's just ending now, the live stream with Michelle. So
where do you want me to sit?
Where I'm sitting,
Right.
And I'll probably sort of sit 2 meters away from you.
Yeah.
Or I can just wear my mask, look like Darth Vader. Yeah. So I'm just waiting. I can see some people coming onto the stream. Thank you very much. Just waiting for some people to catch up because I know that it's a bit awkward for people to keep jumping around. Apologies for this. It is not the best way of doing this, but unfortunately, the fact that either I don't know what the hell I'm doing, or the limitations of the software, it's going to take us time to work it out for next time. So the numbers are starting to pick up. I've got Matt Keane with me from Questioning Sense, and he's going to be doing reviews of several oils from different vendors as well. Matt, if you want to come over and take the hot seat, I will be here. I'll be around. If you've got any questions about the oils, I'm more than happy to answer and clarify. And if I don't know anything, I'll ask Google. Right.
Good afternoon, everyone. Okay, so I've just been given quite a lot of oils to pick from actually. So I've just taken a random selection from some of the houses that we're dealing with here today, basically to get a first impression. So it's not going to be such a massively in-depth review. And obviously, when we're sniffing quite as many oils as we are today, you have a danger that things can all roll into just one sort of olfactory assault on your nose. So I'm trying to take some different styles of oils so we can have a go at them. And obviously I've got a limited amount of skin. So I always find with oils it's better to try and get them on skin to get a better impression of what we're dealing with. So the first one I'm going to have a look at today is called Ceylon X, and it's from our Hashimi. So I'm going to give it a little swipe now. Actually quite a big swipe it would appear. Right, so straight away, this is an incredibly deep oil. There's a sandalwood that, this is probably the worst one to start with actually, because this is quite an intense fragrance. Oil, sorry. Oh, this is absolutely beautiful. I don't know how old this oil is. Nadeem, how old is the Ceylon X?
Recently made this year.
So it's
not an oil. So it's basically an artisanal resin extract from ceramic sandalwood.
Wow. This is one of the most amazing representations of sandalwood I've smelled. It's so deep. It's so invigorating. There's a hint of mint that's coming through, but it's not minty. It's not like it's not like you've taken a leaf and crushed it in your fingers to give you that sweet minty vibe. This is almost like menthol. You're getting a sandalwood with what could be considered almost lemongrass coming through. It's so invigorating, but deep and rich. And if there was such a thing as a breakfast oil, this would be it. This is the best way to start your day. Strong coffee and punchy sandalwood. Beautiful. Okay, fabulous stuff. So that was Ceylon X from Hashimi. Fabulous. Okay, next up, we're going to have a look at Rose de l'Est, and this is from Imperial Oud. Rose, note I love. In fact, pretty much all my ouds at home, perfume of course, I've got rose in them somewhere, so I'm really intrigued to try this one. Okay, so let's have a look. Rose de l'Est from Imperial Oud. Oh wow, it's very sweet, very rosy. Really, really good. This has got some depth to it as well. This is sweet, but it's not jammy. There's an edge to it. I think what you're getting is the full rose here. It's got stem, greenery, everything all chucked in. This is a really good one. People that are not too into the more challenging aspects of oils, attars, or ouds, or whatever, will really enjoy this one. It's a sweet, feminine leaning, if anything, I would imagine. It seems to project really, really well as well, so I'm happy with that. So yeah, good one. For rose lovers, I would strongly recommend you get having a go at that. Excellent stuff. Okay, let's have a look at another one. What we got here. This is from the Attar store, and this is going to be called, this one's called Cambodia Cola. So let's have a look. I'm assuming with a name like that, there's going to be some sweetness. So shall we find out? Here we go. This is very, very sticky. Doesn't want to come out of iron. Wow. Cambodia Cola is punchy. It's sweet, and as you would expect it to be. It's very woodsy. It's like a stew fruited wood. This, I don't know, this is kind of what we've all got our preconceptions of what an oud's going to smell like, and this is kind of it. It's not skanky though. There's no balm or anything like that. There's no kind of underlying animalics that I can pick up already. I mean, I don't know. This is the problem. I mean, we're only looking at really, really short taster sessions, as it were. So I'm not going to be able to give you any kind of ideas of how things are going to develop, because they're going to be very quick reviews. But this Cambodia Cola is a very, very nice oud. It almost hints at being quite linear, but again, this probably will change in time. I can't tell you any more than that. It's sweet, and it's got a kind of a polished wood vibe to it. There's no, I was expecting possibly a little bit of a fizz on it, but you know, maybe the name's just completely misleading me, but I'm enjoying that. I don't want to use the word generic because that's not fair to it, but it smells how you would expect it to smell. If you've smelled many oils, then you know you'll kind of know exactly what you're getting. I don't see many twists or turns coming from it, but it is a very, very pleasant smell, and it is really sticky. So yeah, good one. Enjoy that. I think I'd like to spend more time with this one, to be honest. So hopefully, what I can do is come back to it at a later date and give you more of an update on sort of how it changes and how it performs and things like that. But this is really nice. I think I was expecting something a bit brighter, perhaps. Maybe something a little bit more edgy, perhaps. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm enjoying it. Oh, hello. Yeah, and already, you know, the short time I've had it on, you can already smell there's some changes there. It's becoming woodier, but the sweetness is still very much in the balance. Yeah, good. Really nice. Again, hopefully we'll come back to that in time and give you a bit more of an idea on terms of longevity and things like that. Because I do feel, you know, in the short part, as I've just mentioned, there is some changes, and it's becoming lighter. It starts off really, really intense. It is heavy, but it's brightening up already. And I've got a funny feeling there's a few more twists in the tail with this one. So hopefully, as I say, we can come back to that, because I think I'm not doing it justice here. But really, really good. I love it. Okay, next one up, we're going to have a look at, this is from Al Hashimi, and this is Linda Raja, and this is Linda Raja Papua. So let's give that a swipe, see if I can find some skin, and here we go. This is a light oil. Let's get quite down there. And already my nose is starting to scream at me. What's going on? So let's have a look. This seems quite high pitched. I know it's going to sound quite strange, but when your nose picks up on something and it's up a different level, the other oils that we've smelled so far seem to be a lot more dense. This seems to be a lot lighter, and therefore leads me to think it's going to be slightly more high pitched in an olfactory sense, if that makes any sense at all. Again, this is very woody. So, Nadeem, the Linda Raja Puff, is this a relatively new oil?
No. It was distilled in 2015-16,
Right.
and it's been aged since then. But it is a very, very top note oil, as you probably have noticed.
Yeah.
Very floral, fruity, and it's quite unique because a lot of papoon oils are quite sort of, deep and earthy.
This is really airy. It's radiating.
I mean, if you want to compare papoon oil, for example, this is one from it's part of the Sultan series, and totally different scent, totally different.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the worlds apart.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. But this is I personally my sort of oud journey so far. I haven't found many that project or many that kind of give off a great sillage, and this seems to be doing exactly that. So to me, this is quite unique. The florals are at this stage quite dominant, and again, I don't normally find that I pick up on sort of airy florals in oils very often at all. So this is quite an interesting one.
I don't know if you pick up the banana, honeydew melon.
I'm not getting much sort of light fruit, if you know what I mean. At the moment, all I'm hearing it's really, really florally, but there's a base to it, if you know what I mean. There's something anchoring that to my skin.
We've chosen fireworks, I think, or some kind of light display for the in the description on the website. And the reason for that is fireworks don't last long, but they're so spectacular when they do.
Yeah,
and that's precisely this oil. Yeah. It's really, really active and,
exploding
all over the place.
I think this would be a fantastic oil for someone that's looking to be noticed, if you know what I mean. This is not, most oils from my experience anyway, kind of very much a personal experience where, I particularly enjoy ending my day with some oil wipe and chill out. This is one of the few that I've had in my, the experience of that I would be comfortable to wear out, especially in a social engagement, because it is so airy. It's really pushing out. In fact, I don't even need to bring my arm up. I can smell it very comfortably from here. This is excellent. So that's the 2015 oil. Wow. That is awesome. Again, like with all of these, I'm not going to be able to do them justice just in the short time frame that we have. So hopefully, we're going to come back and just go into these in a bit more detail. But yeah, if you're looking for some kind of floral oud that's actually, it's quite happy to shout out its name, that'll be a really good one to have a look at. Okay, so now we're going to have a look at one from the Attar store, and this is called Tonga Rose. Obviously, it's got rose in it, so I'm interested. So let's have a look. This seems quite a light oil. Really not getting very much from this at all at the moment, is it? This is a strange one. I can't really get much of it at all. I'll tell you what, let's have a look. seems to be this Tonga rose. It seems to be sandalwood and sweet rose, but it's really, really light. I'll come back to that because maybe that all needs to warm up on the skin, but I'm not. A bit of a really, really light wood. And the rose is slowly developing. This is really subtle. I think maybe I've had too many strong notes or strong fragrance to my nose before testing this one. Okay, I'm going to leave this here and see what happens with it, and then we'll go back.
What oil is that?
This is the Atos Stores Tonga Rose.
Okay, Tonga rose. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just getting a light rose and some sandalwood at the moment. It's not.
Yeah, you're right.
It's not.
It's quite delicate, isn't it?
It's really delicate. It's a very feminine almost.
Yeah.
It's very pleasant. Don't get me wrong. I think because we've had some of these other oils have been quite bombastic and they've been. Like, this is a real.
It's very gentle.
Yeah, very much so. You've basically got a featherweight boxer that's standing in a ring with some heavyweights. Obviously, the ability of the fighters isn't in question. They're just outgunned. I think I've done this the wrong way around. If this had been my first oil, I'll be able to give you a lot more of a detailed opinion on it. But it's lovely. It is lovely, but it's just it's been drowned out by the other fragrances or the other oils that we smelled so far this morning. I like it. I'm just having a bit of trouble finding it, but very nice stuff. Okay, let's have a look. What else have we got here? Okay, so this is from Imperial Oud, and this is called Al Mashriq. Now, I understand there's another one called Al Maghreb, which, if I'm not mistaken, is an Eastern and Western interpretation. So let's try Mashriq first, and this is from 2017, so it's got some time behind it, so let's have a look. Try not to spill it everywhere as I open it up. Let's give that a good wallop. Oh, that's lovely. I'll tell you what, let's put the other one on the other hand so we can do them side by side. Oh, wow, that's beautiful. Really complex. That's really, really punchy. Right, what we're going to do now is put the other one, the East and West, on each hand so we can see how they differ. If they differ much at all. Okay, so on my right hand I've got the Al Maghrib, and on my left the Al Mashriq. So let's give the Al Mashriq an opening blast. Wow, it's got such a sharp opening. It's almost it's warm though. Now, interestingly, the Al Maghrib would again reminds me of what I would class as a traditional oud smell. Neither of these have got any hint of any kind of skank at all. They're very, very clean. They're very, very polished. They're very, very enjoyable. Again, this is an intense woody one. And this has almost got that lifting, menthol, minty vibe underneath the fruit, the wood. Neither of them are actually showcasing any in particular note breakdown as it stands at the moment. Nothing's dominant, nothing's shouting out over the other. There's now it could just be my nose playing tricks on me, but there seems to be quite almost like a medicinal rose hiding away in here. Whereas the other one, the Maghrib, I'm not picking up on that so much, if at all. There's some warmth coming. Is there rose in this, Nadine? In Al Mashriq from Imperial.
That's an Imperial food composition. I wouldn't know, to be honest with you. I'll have a look on the website, actually.
It's not a blatant rose. There's no sort of sweet rose, but there's a green rose coming through this.
I suppose that's one question you can ask Faisal when he comes on.
Yeah.
I wonder who's.
I could be completely mistaken here because I've smelled quite a lot of strong rose this morning already, and
Your book's interview Imperial Faisal.
Yeah.
You could ask him that.
Yeah, I'll take that up with him. It's beautiful. They're really, really lovely, lovely, lovely oil. Interestingly, though, the Al Maghrib seems to be a lot more intense.
Yeah, because I can't find it on the website, so I think it's something that he'll know himself.
They're really good, though, man. These are awesome.
They're lovely oils,
yeah. We're looking at proper stars here, but very, very different. And they're changing, really, really changing. I need to really, really wear these guys, and then
Imperial Food have actually got some really good skills with blending.
Yeah,
I've got something called Emperor, which I should have brought it with me. It's musk, and it's probably the most beautiful attar I've ever smelled. And I'm talking about every attar I've smelled ever.
Wow.
That is, my wife's kept it for 3 years and she refuses to use it. And she doesn't like natural perfumes.
Wow.
That she loves. I bought 2 bottles and I've never sold them. So
this is something else. I'm absolutely blown away with that. So that's Al Maghrib, again 2017, and Al Mashriq 2017. They are not peas in a pod at all. They're very different. But there's a sandalwood coming into this as well now. Oh, mate, this is heavenly. But it's the only thing, I've got perfumes that are similar to this, but not as similar. Not as I don't know. Not the quality is not the same. This is on a different level. But I'm getting almost like a green rose that's sitting under this, and it's pushing out. Oh, that's awesome. Now, with the Al Maghrib, there's almost an industrial vibe to it, and I don't mean that in a negative way. There's such an intensity to it. As you're pushing your nose into it, little things are being revealed, and it's so intense. That's that almost, again, you're getting that wood that's been polished and shined and worked into. It's almost like you've taken some sawdust, ground it down, and then compacted it and pushed it, and every sort of nutrient in the wood itself has come to shine, and then you've managed to make a solid lump out of it, then you've polished it off on the top. It's really, really intense. This is certainly one that you would just never tire of. Beautiful stuff. And I'm getting this rose still. Really impressed with both of these. These are beautiful. So that's Al Maghrib, and that's 2017 from Imperial Oud, and Al Mashriq 2017 from Imperial Oud. These are phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Okay, let's have a look. What have we got here now? So this is one from Al Hashimi, and this is called Khmer Ko Kong. So let's see what it's about. Right, let's give it a healthy swipe. Okay, so this one is 2020. So it's a new one. Let's see what we got. Wow. Oh, that's big. Wow, that's really punchy. It's nutty. What do you know about this one, Dean? That's really, really nutty.
Is that the cacao?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so.
That's brilliant. I love that.
Yeah, the cacao is actually it's been with us for a while, and it's
Good gracious.
it's cacao actually in Arabic means jackfruit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because Malik, it's currently out. It is on the website. It says currently out of stock, but it's not. I've got stock at home in England, and I need to send it to Sweden to restock the retail. But yeah, it's quite it's a lovely oil. It's actually a tri distillation between three species of oud. So there's Malay in there,
Right.
Malakensis, Hirata, and Cambodian Klezmer as well. So it's it's quite a unique oil.
There's a musk in here as well that's really, really coming out.
Yeah,
that's awesome. Blimey. That is a bit of me, this one, I tell you.
Yeah. So it does say out of stock, but it's not. We're going to have it back in stock soon.
Honestly, this is such an awesome experience now. As you've just seen, I've been through quite a few here, and there's been some outstanding oils, but a couple that I've absolutely fallen in love with. But this is not me for six. It's
there's an interplay with Cambodian and Malay oils in there, and it's not a blend. So it's been distilled like that from the distill. The wood that's been used has been from different species to create that effect.
Fair. That is something else, and this is a new. I take it this is you've blended this. This has been blended on many different occasions to the same process. Would that be right?
No, it's just so basically it's been distilled in a pot using 3 types of wood,
right,
and then aged. That's it.
Because this on this it's saying here it's 2020.
So is that cacao?
That's Khmer Cacon.
Oh, Cacon. Okay, I was talking about the cacao. So is that the one you're talking about? Okay, so yeah, this one is actually. So sorry, I was talking about totally. So everyone who's listening, ignore me totally because.
So the Dean's decided to throw you a couple of banana skins to have some fun with there.
I plugged in for another oil.
This is absolutely awesome, my lord.
Yeah, no, this is actually one of my favourite almond oils at the moment.
This is beautiful stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I think Marnik described it as lemon cheesecake, sort of. It's got a very, very Kodo type resinous.
It's really resinous, yeah.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
But I'm getting a real
musky.
Musk is absolutely dominant, and
and it's wild Cambodia as well. It's actually quite unique. So this is not a tri distillation. Sorry, this is a distillation of single source wood. So it's not what I said before. So ignore those comments. Those are for cacao, which is a different oil.
This is fantastic. I'm not letting this out of my hand.
Oil. I actually want some for myself, but can you believe it? I can't afford it.
So how much would this retail for?
This retails. We try to keep our prices to a minimum, to be honest with you. So 2.5 grams will set you back $15, but if you get a gram, it's $130.
So $130 for a gram of this,
and a gram would last you. I don't know, but I use like aromatherapy type of, So I don't use much oil really. So for me, it would last a year. But there are some new drink oils. So you can't tell.
I'm a bit of an overswiper, to be honest. So yeah, this is fantastic. I'm obviously absolutely. You know, those of you that know me will know that I don't have a very good poker face when it comes to reviewing, and this is absolutely phenomenal. This has blown me away. I don't really know what more to say. The musk is intense. It's those that know me know that my perfume hero Alessandro Gualtieri is a pioneer of the modern musk in perfume, and he makes such an amazing musk. And I'm getting this kind of vibe from an oil which is phenomenal. It's just unreal. There's a nuttiness here that just it's spun me round. I wasn't expecting it to be quite as punchy as it is, and it's divine. It's absolutely divine. I don't really know what more to say about this apart from you've got to try it. This is, and what I will say is, if you are obviously bang into your oils and things like that, you're going to love it because there's nothing in it to dislike. It's got enough integrity within the oil to keep even the more enthusiastic or hardened, experienced oud addicts will love this. But for those that are trying, a bit like myself, to make that crossover from perfume to oud, this is such a great place to start. There's nothing offensive here. There's no skank. There's no barn. There's no bad animalics. The musk is quite animalic, but it's a clean animalic, if that makes any sense. What I'm trying to say is, if you were to start on your journey with an oil and you want to try an oil, I thoroughly recommend this, because it's absolutely beautiful. You'll be able to wear this, you know, it's not just one that you're going to sit down and chill out with at the end of an evening like I traditionally use oils. This is one that you're going to smear all over yourself. You're going to go out and you're going to smell amazing. You're going to smell interesting, and people are going to want to talk to you about what you're wearing. You're not going to be sort of chased out of wherever you are for smelling like an animal or anything like that. Really, really good stuff. I'm thoroughly enjoying this. It may be that when this hit my skin and opened up, it kind of revealed everything very, very quickly. So that kind of maybe, I mean, again, this is such a short time to describe or talk about something, but it's, I don't know if this is going to be quite linear. I think maybe everything that's exciting is going to happen sort of pretty early on, and then you're just gonna keep running with it, and it's going to stay with you. But it's as it's warming up on me, it's becoming more and more. There's more and more volume to it. So it's oh mate, this is absolutely awesome. If you're going to take anything away from me blithering on for the last sort of 20 minutes or so, you're going to need to try this. You really are. There hasn't been an oil that I've tried in the last sort of period of time that I haven't liked. There's been a couple that have absolutely blown me away. They've all been really, really interesting. The Cambodia Cola from the Atar store, that's really, really good. I really enjoyed that one. That's well worth having a look at. The Atar store, the Tonga Rose, soft, really soft. It's nice, don't get me wrong. I think it's lovely. And I think I'm guilty of not doing my research properly and trying this one first, because I should have done, because it is such a light, airy, soft, feminine-like oil. It's beautiful, don't get me wrong, I really like it. I love the delicate sandalwood and the delicate rose, and the sweetness of it, of the composition is very, very nice, but it's just a bit outgunned in this company. So, it's my fault, and I apologise there. I should definitely have tried that one first. As I say, the Cambodia Cola, it's good fun. Not at all what it's sweet, as you expect. I was expecting maybe something a little bit more fizzy with a little bit more pop to it, but very, very pleasant. You know, it's well worth having a look at. Obviously, the Coca-Cola I've just been waxing lyrical about for the last God knows how long, so I'll stop talking about that one. But that is phenomenal. You've got to give that a go. Right, what else have we looked at today? Rose de l'Ouest from Imperial Oud. This is really beautiful. I was impressed with this one. I loved it. Really, really nice stuff, and thoroughly recommend that you have a crack at that one. What else did we have a look at? We've had a look at Ceylon X. Now this, I'm going to have a look at that one. Don't tell anyone. Now, you're not going to see this very well, but if I hold that up there, that's the Ceylon X. Look at that. That oil is just so thick. It's so dense. It's stunning. This is absolutely something else. Right, if you see me run off, that means I've got a pocket full of oils and I'm heading out. This is gorgeous as well, mate. There's some fantastic things on display here today. There really, really is. But this is another Al Hashimi Ceylon X. That is something else. If you're into sandalwood, you need to try this. As simple as that. Even I've noticed some of the guys here are hello everyone, are people that I don't normally associate with oud. So hi guys to everybody, to oud people and non-oud people. Thanks very much for joining us. For the non-oud people, especially those with a love of sandalwood, Al Hashimi Ceylon X has got to be. You've got to try it. It's got to be tried to be believed. It's beautiful. There's something else. Okay. Okay, well, I'm going to be, let's just quickly have a look. So the other Halshimi, which is a Lindaraja Papua, really, really good. Get your nose on that one. And then obviously these two from Imperial Oud, which are Al Maghrib and Al Mashriq. These are phenomenal as well. They're really, really good stuff. So listen, I'm kind of overrunning a bit now, so I'm going to be disappearing shortly. So thank you ever so much for your time. I hope you enjoy the day. It's an important thing for all of us that are involved in this, that you enjoy the content that we're putting out, and I hope you've all taken something from it. Thank you very much for your time. It's always a pleasure, and I will see you shortly. So listen, thanks very much. Take care. Cheers, and bye.
Right, thank you very much, Matt. We just had Matt from Questioning Sense deliver a fantastic review over the last 30 minutes. Really appreciate you guys taking your time out to come and watch and join us. Unfortunately, we did want to have more of an interactive kind of event where we would have, vendors would have sent out samples to participants beforehand, and then you could have taken part in the reviews and had a bit more interaction. And hopefully the next time we will do that. It has been quite involved to get everything up and running. As you can see, this morning was quite challenging. We've now got Kike from, again, I hope I pronounced the name right, from Scientology, all the way from Spain. Unfortunately, because he's joining us via Zoom video, it's going to have to be another stream. Really apologize for this. You're going to have to go back to the channel and check the streams to see which one is actually, the right one to watch the review with Kike from Scientology. Hopefully, next time round, I will have a better idea of how to, avoid switching streams every now and again, because it really is annoying, I'm sure, for you guys and for us as well. So I will set up another stream. Just join me back on the channel in the next minute or so. See you guys in a minute.